Why can't we take pictures?
Yes, we are on the
Pictures,
air.
pictures. What are we on the air for?
TinselTown Talkies.
Hi,
Hello,
everybody.
It's Thursday. Oh my gosh, and
Another
we're like
Thursday.
a week away from Thanksgiving.
I know.
Any big plans?
No.
Me neither.
I mean, every day is a Thanksgiving for me.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means I'm always thankful.
Okay. I
Right?
thought you were referring to like eating a lot. And
No,
eating
no,
a lot
no,
of
no,
food all
no.
day.
I mean, I eat a lot, but not that much.
Everyone, you're listening to TinselTown Talkies on Rant Radio Network.
That's Rasha.
And that's Fimo.
Hi.
Woo!
Welcome. We got a busy show today.
Oh my God, there's so much to talk about.
Way too much to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about today?
Well, we've got People Magazine picked their sexiest man of 2013.
Yeah, I know you're excited about that.
Right?
I think that's the one topic you're looking most forward to today.
That's true.
We're also talking Head and Shoulders.
We've got Head and Shoulders. We've got a famous couple who's come out with an interesting music video.
Yeah, interesting is a very liberal word to
Right,
use.
right. And then in Bollywood, we've got some charity happening back in Bollywood with some of the top A-listers. And they
Top
kind of
Hollywood A-listers
Hollywood
and Bollywood.
and
Yeah,
Bollywood
yeah,
A-listers. And
Oh, we got Richard Branson, a Virgin, going to India too. That's kind of cool to me. I don't know. I'm a
guess.
big Virgin fan. So
okay, I don't know what that means. So
Virgin, you don't know the Virgin product?
yes, I know what that is, but woohoo, okay, they're going to India. Do I really care?
Everybody's going to India. They care.
And there's a big release coming out on Thanksgiving Day, so we can talk about that
Yes,
too.
there is.
Right?
Yes. Well, let's start off with Netflix and Disney.
What's going on?
They are actually collaborating. They're collaborating. They're actually going to be doing a new web series. Actually, 4 web series.
So the rich keep getting richer, and people already have creative outlets, just keep getting more.
Yeah. So they're doing 4 different sets of 13 episodes for multiple characters. One's going to be Daredevil. The other's going to be Jessica Jones. The other one's Iron Fist. And the other one's Luke Cage. So this is kind of like Comic-Con meets Netflix.
That's kind of cool, though. So basically, people can watch these episodes on Netflix,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And they're like their own separate entity.
Yes. So you know, Daredevil will have his own 13 episodes, and Jessica Jones will have her 14 episodes.
Well, that's
13
great
episodes,
news for
yeah.
comic fans.
It's great news for comic fans. It's great news for Netflix because they're doing very well now with their own in-house, in-produced
Yeah.
content. You know,
I mean, they're just getting a lot of their own programming together.
well,
right?
you know, I mean, House of Cards
Yep.
that started
That's
it.
what started.
And then I need to know. I mean, I know you're gonna slap me for bringing the show up again. Breaking Bad, even though it's an AMC show, Netflix helped people get caught up.
It
with that
did.
show.
It did. And I think it really did very, very well by being on Netflix.
So my question is, do you have Netflix?
I do, actually.
And what do you normally use it to watch?
All these shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched Breaking Bad on there. I caught up, but I watched a couple of Bollywood movies on there. I watched Prison Break, but all like the show. Is it Walking Dead on there too?
Walking Dead should be on there.
Yeah. So basically, you know what? I use it exactly for what you're talking about. I catch up on all my shows through there.
What is the show that's got you most addicted that Netflix helped you get addicted onto?
Honestly, it's an older show, but it was Prison Break.
Prison Break was a good show, although I haven't watched it yet. But I hear the ending is very disappointing.
Yeah. The ending's okay, but the entire show is just really well done, and the actors were fantastic.
Well, it's a show I gotta watch.
It is. Are you addicted to anything on Netflix?
I was addicted to a Korean show of all things.
Really?
It was a Korean show called City Hunter. It was 19 or 20 episodes, and it was the top ranked show in Korea at the time it aired. It was a little cheesy.
You got some pop singers in there?
Actually, I think the lead actor was a pop singer.
See?
And he, you know, every Asian female I've met that's from some Asian country is in love with this guy.
Really?
Yeah, like people. I think more females than guys watch the show because of him. And he plays this badass guy. His name is City Hunter. Typical once upon a time kind of story. Kid's parents get killed when he's very young. Somebody else takes him on board and teaches him how to be a fighter, and he takes revenge upon the people who killed his parents. And that's
Sounds
what
like a Bollywood movie to
yeah,
me.
basically. So it's a 20-episode show on his life doing that, and he wears a black mask, and it's kind of the whole Clark Kent Superman thing. It's like you could tell it's him. He just has a little thing up above his eyes. You know, it's
I
like,
gotta check
oh,
this
he
out.
puts his mask on and we don't know who he is all of a sudden. Who's this guy? And everybody sees him.
You guys send me the name of this thing again. I gotta check
City
it out.
Hunter.
City Hunter.
Hunter, yes.
All right, we'll check out City
Yes,
Hunter.
yes. Speaking of videos, let's stay on videos real quick.
Kim Ye's video. Kim Kardashian, Kanye West. I should flip it around because it's really Kanye West's video, and Kim Kardashian is making a little splash in there, I should say.
So describe the splash.
Okay, it is like the weirdest video. It's called Bound.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen it, but I took a look at it, and the song's okay, but you know it's stirring a lot of buzz because it shows up topless in there, and it's all done on green screen from what you can see. But it's very interesting because you're trying to figure out, well, what are they doing? You've got all these beautiful picturesque scenes, like the mountains and the forest and these wild horses, and then all of a sudden you see Kim on the motorcycle with him.
So you're saying Kim is not natural.
What?
So you're saying Kim is unnatural, not natural.
I'm not saying anything.
Well, you said beautiful scenes, and then you have Kim.
Look, see, so if you're looking at the screen,
it's like they're in a canyon.
Yeah. Well, that's a green screen.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. It's interesting, I guess. Not really my cup of tea. And
Whose cup of tea? But it makes you wonder whose cup of tea they think it is.
but I mean, and it's just like, okay, is this just another stint for publicity?
Well, isn't that all Kanye? I mean, I've always believed Kanye. You know, I know he'll always say the opposite, but I've always kind of, at least for Kanye, I've kind of viewed him as he does anything and everything to get attention. Like he's an attention whore.
And so now what? Kim just kind of joined him on bandwagon?
Well, because it fits her lifestyle as well. She's kind of the same way, isn't she? I mean, two peas of a pod, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of funny if you look at it.
I mean, I don't even believe it, to be honest. I mean, I'm looking at these photos. It's not even believable.
It's just so random.
You know, somewhere at some biker stop, some bikers are looking at this and just laughing.
Well, I'm just like, can I make a music video too now, please? I mean, not topless, but I could just get, I don't know, go stand in front of a green screen and try to sing.
Oh,
Great.
Yeah, look at what you opened up for yourself. Look at what you opened up for yourself. You know, one of these.
More ratings.
You're going to be walking over the TinselTown Talkies sign.
That's terribly sexy.
There you go.
I say so myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the Kimmy video. If you missed it, I would check it out. I mean, it's been the talk of the entertainment town this week, I would say.
Unfortunately, it's the talk of the entertainment
unfortunately.
town. Another thing that's talk of the
But
town
what
right
is
now.
sexy and has been the talk of the town?
Well, according to Time, it's Adam Levine, right?
Adam Levine, singer for Maroon 5.
Yes.
I love that band.
Are you a Maroon 5 fan?
I'm not like a diehard fan, but I do like a lot of their
I had a
stuff.
friend of mine, and he knows who he is, who was, I guess, okay, so I have Spotify, and when you listen to a track on Spotify, it usually announces on Facebook what you're listening to.
Okay.
And one day, I'm playing a bunch of songs for my niece, and one of them happened to be a Maroon 5 song. And my boy just said, you know what? You lost all your street cred because you heard a Maroon 5 track. And I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, I said, I'm trying to teach my niece, not to listen to rap.
Yeah,
Right?
no,
It's
I
like,
like
then he starts going,
Maroon
there's
5.
U2, there's In Excess, there's he started, it's like, oh, okay.
Okay, so this picture, first of all, I
Uh-huh.
think it's totally interesting.
What's he got on his left side there?
That looks like a Hindi or Sanskrit word, and I believe, if I'm reading this right, it says tapas,
And
which means like want, desire in Hindi. So that's pretty cool that he
I
has
guess,
that tattoo.
well, it's probably because every
I
female in
want to
America
get
is saying
something in
want the desire
Sanskrit
to him.
tattooed on me, but that's a whole nother story. So anyways, Adam Levine voted most sexiest man of 2013 by People magazine.
Which begs the question, who is your sexiest man alive?
Honestly,
Yes, honestly. No, I want you to lie. I want you to lie
Should
to
I
me.
lie about this?
Lie about it.
Well, my favorite has always been Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I think he's pretty sexy.
What about George Clooney?
He's okay. He's
Alright.
okay. He doesn't really do it for me.
What about Leo?
Love Leo. Love
Okay.
Leo.
Um,
I'd love to do a movie with Leo. I'm just putting it out there.
okay. Anybody else? How about in Bollywood? If you have to pick a sexiest actor out of Bollywood, sexiest man.
Bollywood?
Yeah. Hey, this is an international show.
Yeah.
It's not
let's
limited just
see.
about Hollywood.
I'd say Hrithik Roshan, though. I don't know. Like, something's going on with his face recently. Like, it seemed like he had surgery or something done. I don't know.
I haven't seen him recently, so I can't testify to that.
Arjun Rampal's pretty hot.
I've had a lot of people tell me that.
Yeah, he's like a Greek god. I'd say he's pretty hot.
Okay.
But I mean, what do you think, Adam Levine? Do you think he deserved this?
Okay. That's all
I
I'll
guess
say.
you're not really going to comment on it. But you know what I think is so cool about Adam? Like, I read somewhere when they asked him, well, what's his reaction? He really didn't know what to say. And he said, it's funny because you think about, winning that Grammy or doing or being awarded for singing, but you never said and think, oh, yeah, I'm going to be voted sexiest.
Wait, does he
man.
get a statue for that?
So, I don't know.
Sexiest man alive. I got my statue right here.
I don't know. I know you got his picture on the front page of People magazine.
Does he get an acceptance speech?
Who knows? So anyways, well, good for Adam.
Yeah.
Happy for him.
You had another person you were telling me about, sexiest person alive.
Oh, you know who I like is Matt Bomer.
Really?
Yeah, from White Collar. But the more I think about it, he's kind of the cute sexy. I wouldn't say he's like sexy killer hunk sexy.
Okay.
Like Leonardo or Johnny Depp. Yeah.
You know who still looks okay?
Who?
I'm looking at her right now.
Tiffany Thiessen. Oh, because she's on White Collar.
She still looks all right.
Yeah.
Considering she's
cute.
like almost 40.
She's a Saved by the Bell hottie, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
there
great.
was a Saved by the Bell marathon on the other day.
What?
A couple weeks ago, I was watching the Saved by the Bell marathon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man, those were good shows.
Oh, yeah. What was your favorite TV show of all time?
Growing up?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Punky Brewster.
Oh. All right, we got to bring Salil Moonfry on the show now. Talk to her. I want to see the star crush on that now. Rasha and Salil in the same room together.
But I hear that some TV shows are not doing so well here in the market.
Yes, this is very true. Well, it's interesting right now. I was actually reading Entertainment Weekly, and they had some interesting stats here.
What did you find?
Well, it's not what I found; it's what they found. So there's this interesting phenomenon, and I want to bring up France in this context because France is very much a big part of this story. It's interesting. They've given us the Statue of Liberty. They've given us French fries. And now they're giving us viability on TV.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me
So
about this.
I'll tell you, for example, have you heard of a show called The Mentalist?
Yes.
Okay. So that show is ranked number 29th here in the United States.
Okay.
Guess where it's ranked number 1?
Where? France?
Yes. It's the top most watched show in France.
Really?
Yeah. We'll talk about it more when we come back,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
All right.
You're listening to TinselTown Talkies on Rant Radio Network.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home. At AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.agrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
Are you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill, love at first bite.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired. That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. Free quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300.
And Sasha, go. Blah, 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 blah.
Welcome back
To the TinselTown Talkies. I'm going to, every time you talk now, I'm going to watch your cue just overlap with you every time.
We
are
going. All right, you're listening to Tinseltown Talkies exclusively on Rant Radio Network.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. There's a lot happening in Hollywood and Bollywood.
Yes, there is. I want to finish up my story though real quickly, if
Yes.
you don't mind. Another show in
What's
France.
hot and what's not,
have
right?
have you heard of a show called Unforgettable?
What show was that?
It's a show on CBS.
Obviously, it wasn't.
Yeah. Well, apparently 7.6 million people in France watch it compared to 6.7 million people in the U.S. Other shows like Courtney Cox Cougar Town is really kicking butt in Europe.
Cougar Town did okay here.
But it's really doing well in Europe.
Okay.
Really doing well in Europe.
Right.
And
There's a
Arrow,
lot of cougars out there.
I guess Arrow is the #1 show in England, Hungary, and the Netherlands.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
So
go
the
figure.
Europeans like our work, huh?
Well, and see, I'll ask you that question. Let's finish with this question. What do you think exports so well of American entertainment? Like, we see some of it, I guess, in Bollywood, but what do you think is the greatest American export in entertainment? Do you have an opinion on that?
I don't.
No?
No.
I think it's our action. You look at Europe; they love our guns for some reason.
Well, we're good at action.
Yeah.
Our scenes are so realistic. I think we have a lot of talented people in Hollywood, and a lot of other industries haven't yet been able to compare to our action sequences.
Well, even an Indian film that came out earlier this year, Vishwaroop. Remember that film?
Yes.
That film actually
Kamal
won,
Hassan.
Yes, it won a National Film Award for Best Choreography and Best Production Design because they actually used Hollywood
That's
people to produce the
right,
action scenes.
Yep.
Yep.
So I
So there
think
you go. That's
we're
I
good at
believe
action.
that's our big expert. We're great at action. All action and no action, I guess.
Yeah. Well, someone who's staying busy and in action is Sofia Vergara. She's become the new spokesperson for Head and Shoulders.
campaign. Yes, and she's instead of using her fictional family on Modern Family, she's using her real family in the campaign.
Oh yeah, she brought in her 20-year-old son, Manolo, and her cousin Nando.
Yeah. Would you believe she's got a 21-year-old son?
Aw, she looks good.
Yeah, how would you like to let that look that good and have a 21-year-old son, right?
Hell yeah.
I
mean, yeah.
Which okay, I'm gonna go on a tangent here. Another actor in the show is Ed O'Neill, right? Mm-hmm. Married with Children. Mm-hmm. Who played his wife on Married with Children? Do you remember her?
Peggy.
Yes. Do you remember now? What's interesting about her now?
I don't know Peggy's. I forgot her name.
Katie Sagal.
Yes.
Now, isn't she on a show right now?
She was recently on something.
Yeah, and so I guess there was a poll that came recently. More people now associate her with that show
Married with
than
Children?
with the current show
Oh, okay.
than with Married with Children.
Really?
She's had a very good career if you think about it. She did Married with Children, then she went to Futurama, where she was a voiceover, and she was a voice on
right.
there. Then she did that show
She
with
did
John.
great Married with Children, though.
Oh yeah, but that's the rule for forever. She was Peggy.
Right.
But now more people associated with her current work than with Peggy.
That's pretty good, though.
When
That's
they-
good, though, because
yeah.
she's not typecasted,
Yes,
right?
exactly. She's not type. Unlike Mr. Belding from that one show, Saved by the Bell.
Oh, God. Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy.
guy.
Talk about typecasting. Well, I guess this is the anti-typecasting because their brand is just falling off the face of the earth. Blockbuster.
Yep. No more.
No more. All the U.S. stores are being not
With the retail stores.
the retail stores. I guess franchisee owners are still out, so you'll still find the occasional
Right. The franchise and licensed stores
are still around.
around in
But
the
the
U.S.
retail
and
stores
international,
are
but the
bye bye.
done. And even I think if you want to order Blockbuster on demand, that'll still be around
Yeah,
too.
but I don't know if you watched Saturday Night Live recently. They actually had a 3-minute spoof short video.
I didn't.
They had a 3-minute spoof short video mocking the whole closure of it. And there's actually a joke on a magazine I read recently that all the store that you know, Blockbuster closed down. There's a guy in a blue shirt and khakis wandering streets, and he was advised to go find a job at Best Buy.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's sad.
yeah, but
Well,
it's all,
they'll be out of business, I think, January of next year, right?
yes,
So
and
we've only
so
got 2 more months,
and
or
hey,
1.5 months.
it goes back to the Netflix issue we were talking about. I mean, if you had a choice to pick your consumer your entertainment, you're not thinking to go down to the local video store.
Right.
You know, you're going to go down to your computer and click, watch.
Yep.
Right?
so
That's
true.
where we're at today. So
Yeah.
it's one of the dying breeds. Bookstores and libraries and
It's
video stores
sad.
are all stuff that you and I grew up
I'm
on.
glad Barnes and Nobles is still around.
Oh, who knows when that one goes?
Yeah, I know. So what's going on with the intern? I think we have a picture of Reese and
Reese and Robert De
De
Niro,
Niro.
which I think is kind of an odd couple. I mean, not pairing. I'm not saying they're a couple, but
that
it's,
is really odd pairing.
It's not a pairing you expect. I mean, no disrespect to either one because they're both amazing actors.
oh, they're fantastic.
I actually have a funny story. So you know, I know you know I went to that I went to law school.
You
Yes, I went to law school. And in one law school class one day, guess who walks in?
De Niro?
No, Reese.
Reese?
Because
She's a sweetheart, by the way. I've interviewed her
is.
multiple times.
she was studying for Legally Blonde.
Oh, really?
So she came to our class
Hi, that's
to
awesome.
get into character.
That's crazy.
So here we are sitting in class one day, and Reese walks in. Anyways, Reese and Robert are going to be co-starring in a film called The Intern, which was picked up by Warner Brothers.
What's it about?
So it's a comedy. I'm hoping it's different from The Internship, which starred Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. Had our
Which was
friend in
fun.
yeah, that was a fun movie. This one, they're not really releasing what the story is about so much, other than it's a comedy. It's gonna have a worldwide distribution, and
I think Reese plays like the founder of a successful fashion website.
And I wonder if Robert De Niro's her intern.
Yeah. Yes.
How funny would that be? Can
I
you
think that's what
imagine?
it is, because he ends up being a widow of his own. He's a widower who ran his own successful business before retiring,
Yeah.
and so now he ends up being her intern.
Oh, how cute.
Aw,
Poor Robert.
I know.
Robert's an interesting guy. Have you ever met the guy?
I have many years ago.
You know, there was an interesting
Very
talk. There was
briefly.
about Robert De Niro, and I don't know if you watched much of his films. There's an interesting chat about what his greatest film is of all time. Godfather Part 2, Raging
have been
Bull, Taxi
He's
Driver,
got some great.
The Untouchables, even though he had a minor role in that film.
Right.
He's had a lot of amazing films. I'd call him easily one of the top 5 actors of all time.
I agree. And it's, speaking of Robert De Niro, this is kind of a interesting connection to Bollywood. But recently, I think Anil Kapoor hosted a little event for him,
Mm-hmm.
and it was crazy because all these A-listers showed up who were like just crazy fans, like not crazy fans, but like huge fans of Robert De Niro's work. So
Yeah.
they actually came in just to especially meet him.
Wow. I wonder if he would ever star in a Bollywood film.
I don't know.
He's going to be bringing the heavy if he shows up in one of those films,
Oh
man.
God.
Going from heavy to light, our friend the Biebs,
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber, he was in Buenos Aires last week.
Yeah, he walked off stage claiming that he had food poisoning.
Yeah, I guess he.
Do you think that's true?
I don't think so.
What's going on with him?
I think he's going through growing pains. I mean, he's, 3 years ago he was this cute, adorable little kid who could do no wrong, and I guess everything's gotten to his head. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. I mean,
Well, stardom can get to you.
especially when you're that age. When you're he's 16, 18, I don't know, how old is he now? You know how old
I
he
think
is.
he's 19 or 20. I think we have a picture of him too.
We have a picture of the
Biebs.
Biebs. The Biebs who likes, I'm not going to say what the Biebs likes. But yeah, and apparently he just, people had paid $320 a ticket.
He's 19.
19. People had paid $320 to watch this guy.
See, now I'd be pissed.
I'd be pissed. I mean,
I'd be like, what the hell?
hey, I don't like the guy and I'm still pissed.
That's just not cool. But this isn't the first time he's done this.
And I'm sure it's not going to be the last time he's done it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge Justin Bieber
Do you
fan,
think
so.
he is the male answer to Lindsay Lohan?
No, she's in a whole different. No, I don't think so.
No,
I think he's still a little. I think he's a little better than she is.
just a little.
Yeah, she's a lost case, but yeah, no, I don't know.
Is Miley Cyrus the next Lindsay Lohan?
No, I don't think so.
You think she knows what she's doing? Yeah.
Yeah, I think she does.
I actually hear a lot of people giving her a lot of credit.
I mean, I'm not like crazy about Miley, and I mean, some of the things that she does, I'm not a huge fan of, but she knows what she's doing, and that's why she does it. And I think she's got her own publicity stint in her head, and she thinks about stuff. And maybe some of it might be, just off the wall or spontaneous, but for the most part, I don't think. No, I don't. I think her and Lindsay are in a different category.
All right. Well,
But
speaking
we'll
of,
see how long she lasts too.
I mean, she's still young. She's what, 20? She's in her early 20s.
20s, early 20s.
Yeah, I interviewed her once, and she was, "Hey, I'm here. I'm bouncing all up and down." And
Good old Hannah Montana.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so this I gotta talk to you about. We got 2 minutes before we go to break, but I'm sure there's enough to talk about. Hollywood bar to serve a $500 milkshake
It's called a Powder Room. That's the name of the place.
in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay, have you been there before? I haven't been there.
I haven't been there. It's a brand new place. Actually, no. It actually opens
Oh,
tomorrow.
opens
Today?
tomorrow?
No, 22nd. What's
should we
tomorrow?
check it? Well, that's where we should be tomorrow night
Okay, if you want to party tomorrow night, let's all go to the Powder Room
in Hollywood
and let's all chip in a few dollars
and get one
and
milkshake
get one milkshake
for $500.
yeah.
Jeez, what's
I mean,
in this milkshake?
so okay, let's see. It's called the Velvet Goldmine. That's the name of the drink.
It's a cocktail.
And it's created by an award-winning mixologist named Adrienne Biggs.
What is a mixologist? I've never even heard of that word. Hi.
Mixologist.
What do you do for a living? I'm a mixologist.
You never been to the Speakeasy? Okay, I gotta clarify. It's ironic that I'm explaining speakeasies and mixologists. I don't drink alcohol, and here I'm talking about alcohol.
Okay, so anyways, this mixologist, Adrienne Biggs?
Yes.
Okay.
So it has Belgian chocolate, edible gold, and topped with Swarovski
Why do
Nirvana
you want to
Montana
be eating
Blue
edible
Kiss-
gold? I don't
But it's also
understand
got a Swarovski blue crystal ring on it too.
that. That's the souvenir. So if
I mean,
all
yeah,
of us pitch in, only one of us will go home with that.
I mean,
souvenir.
but can you imagine? I'm gonna go clubbing tonight. I'm gonna come home with a blue crystal ring from Swarovski.
They said that they're comparing it to Cracker Jack boxes when the kid would get a prize at the end of it. So that's your prize with this milkshake.
Yeah, it's a Cracker Jack box cost me
$500.
$5, not $500. Wow.
I don't know. I wouldn't pay that much for a milkshake.
Insane.
I better be taking home gold if it has $500 in it.
Well, I mean, especially with the price of gold nowadays. I mean, I don't want to eat it. I want to keep it.
Hey, what's going on with Amy Winehouse?
Amy Winehouse, she's no longer with us, unfortunately.
Right.
God rest her soul. But her father
We'll
Mitch.
talk about her father and what's
Yes.
going on with him when we come back
We will.
after this short break.
Have fun and don't go too far from
You're listening
wherever
to
you are.
TinselTown Talkies
With Rasha.
and Pimo.
Hi. Doot doot. Where's our music? There we go.
You're not playing half our picture.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, two things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number one tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
What's wrong?
I can't stop craving a cigarette. I just quit. Hey, what are you smoking on?
Oh, this? Best e-juice on the planet. Burst of flavor, of course.
What's that?
Only the best alternative to smoking with a great flavor. It has a burst of flavor in every puff.
Well, does it have nicotine?
It comes in different levels, including zero. They have 20 flavors and more coming. All the products are made in the U.S. Check them out at www.burstoflavor.com or call them at 855-WE-BURST.
Hey, let's burst together.
It's not just flavor, it's an experience. Cigarettes, you've met your match.
Add some crazy flavor to your vape pen. You're looking for something new and exciting in liquid vapor? Go to Crazy Cloud's e-juice, find them at burstoflavor.com, and try any of the new 12 flavors they have available: blueberry, mint, raspberry, chocolate, gummy bear, hemp, watermelon, cola, orange, pina colada, coconut, or Red Bully. Call us today at 855-WE-BURST or visit us at burstoflavor.com and order yours today.
Number one. Number one.
Is that a stutter or as high as you can count?
I was ordering number one tequila.
Everybody's asking for number one.
Great, another fancy bottle.
These guys are true artists. Never compromise integrity. They make tequila
Come
in the
on.
old-fashioned way. Never mass-produced.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying have the number one. Anything less is number two. Number one, tequila.
Welcome back to TinselTown Talkies. You are listening to Rasha Goel and
Timo.
Hey everyone,
What up,
you're
what
on
up?
Rant Radio Network. So before break,
We were talking about.
Amy Winehouse.
Yes, so I guess typical with any personality that passes away, there's got to be a biopic. And so there was a producer who wanted to make a film about Amy Winehouse, who died in 2011 at the age of 27. And her father is basically giving them the middle finger. I'm going to quote what he said in this article. He says, "I don't really want to do a biopic, but there's a documentary film from the same people who did Senna coming out next year, coming back out in 2012. A concert would be amazing, but this guy wants nothing to do with an actual biopic." So I guess that's an interesting question. He doesn't mind a concert. He doesn't mind a documentary, but he doesn't mind a biopic.
But it's interesting. He does say it all sounds great in theory, but in practice, it's not so easy. But we're talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
It just,
I guess maybe he's worried about how she'll be depicted and if things will be true or not because of the whole.
Well, that's the thing with biopics, right? Because it's fictional, so it's quasi-fictional.
Right.
So you have more liberties in a biopic.
When she had her public battle with alcohol and
Yeah,
drug addiction,
yeah.
so maybe they're concerned about how much of it would really, be.
Which you could get away with
applied
in documentary and in a concert. You could hide those things, but you may not be able to get away with that in a biopic.
No,
So
I don't think so. So
I
I think
guess
he's just
that's-
kind of protecting her in a way.
Yeah, wants to make sure his daughter doesn't really fall under the negative stereotypes. Speaking of
Sad.
negative,
Yes.
the Motion Picture Association of America, known as MPAA, these are the people who give us our ratings. They tell us.
Right. So
you
the
can't-
rated R,
rated
the
R,
PG,
P13, PG,
13.
all the way down, up and down, right? The chief of that association, Chris Dodd, earned $3.3 million last year. Conversely, the company also lost, or they have a deficit of $1.7 million.
Wait, he got $3.3 million?
Yeah, it's how much he earned just for telling us what we can and can't watch.
What are we doing wrong?
What
What are we doing wrong?
I mean, and on top of that, MPA posted a $1.7 million deficit
Yeah,
on
how
top
do
of
you-
that.
Wow. How
I
do you
mean-
go and pay somebody else that much money?
Especially when all they're doing is telling us what we can and can't watch. That's all they're doing.
Are you sure he's not doing more?
I'm sure they're doing more to justify that salary, but come on, what the sole purpose of the MPAA is to like regulate ratings of films, right?
Right.
Or am I wrong on that? I don't know.
I'm sure they have other things to do, but
I mean,
They
they
do
were
screenings.
they're also okay. Look, they're also a lobby, right? They also lobby. They have a presence in Sacramento and DC. So it's not all only okay. We're going to give this an R, a PG, or PG-13. Of course, they do more than that. But the average salary there, $143,000.
we are definitely doing something
We're in the wrong.
wrong.
We're in the wrong. Well,
We're in the wrong
no. I enjoy doing this. Hi, everybody. I like talking to you
I
guys.
know, me too.
Are we gonna switch gears now? We
do you
are
do?
all well. Do you want to go into Hollywood or Bollywood? Where do you want to go now? What's our next foray?
Going to Bollywood.
Yeah.
But I want to just, before you do that, like at the top of the show, we mentioned how Thanksgiving was around the corner.
Yes, it is.
So, I mean, what does the Thanksgiving holiday mean to you?
Oh, Yeah, you putting me in a political box here.
Not politically. Like, I mean, is it something you look forward to, or is it kind of like, okay, whatever? Or
For the reason I look forward to it's for a very selfish reason. I'll admit it's for a very selfish reason. It's because from that point on, for the rest of the year, I'm pretty much on cruise control.
yeah.
So
Because it really sets you in the holiday mode, right?
pretty much, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
after that, especially in our business, things just start
everything
slowing
everything
down.
slows. Well, I say it shuts down for pretty much every
Right,
Thanksgiving. So
right.
it's pretty much like, all right, time out. Let me catch my breath. Let me appreciate the world I have around me, and then go right back at it after Christmas.
And do you eat turkey?
I do eat turkey.
Oh.
And you eat tofurkey, right?
Yeah, that stuff is nasty.
Oh,
I don't eat it anymore.
I wouldn't know because I never tried it. I eat the real
I tried
deal.
it once, and after one bite, I was done, and I never saw that thing again. This was a couple years ago.
So what else do you I mean, you've done a few Thanksgivings. What's your normal course?
Well, I actually end up doing a lot of different sides or making more casseroles,
Mm-hmm.
and my Thanksgivings are interesting because they're concocted with a fusion.
Okay.
Basically, I do like the American Thanksgiving food, and then I'll throw in some Indian dishes in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's not so bad. That's not so weird.
Well, because half people who sometimes come over, like in our family, are vegetarians. So
Ooh, what's that?
yeah, so it kind of defeats the purpose. Like not that many people eat turkey. Occasionally, we'll make turkey though for all the people who do eat meat in the family.
Uh-huh.
But for me particularly, yeah, it's just mixing and matching stuff. But I love all the sides.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fills me up.
You know who else is going to be giving thanks someday soon? I'm just going to mention this.
Yes.
There's a tax commissioner in New York that wants to end the tax breaks in that state for Hollywood films. And if they get that tax break ended, the state will be able to receive $2 billion in revenue. So they'll be thankful if they pull that off.
Oh, wow.
I guess that's how much the tax breaks in New York costing the state, $2 billion in revenue.
That's going to be a big game changer for productions.
Oh yeah. And this last week we talked about how Eric Garcetti's going to Sacramento to give more tax breaks.
Yeah.
And now you have Albany, New York saying, no more tax breaks.
Wow.
At least that's what they're recommending. That's what a tax board is suggesting. There's no action on that yet. We'll see what happens. But yes, if that does happen, we may see fewer productions taking place in New York. And maybe they come back here to Hollywood.
And speaking of productions, we're going to end on Hollywood talking about Delivery Man. That's coming out in theaters tomorrow.
Yes.
Starring Vince Vaughn.
Okay, so you and I talked about this.
Hilarious.
You and I actually talked about this film a couple weeks ago, if you
Yeah,
remember.
because we were comparing it to Vicky Donner, right?
Yes, and so the joke was this is.
And Vicky Donner, for people who don't know, is a Bollywood film about this young man who is having a hard time finding a job. So he ends up going to a fertility clinic and donating his sperm and making a lot of money.
And that's a very similar, not exact storyline, but a similar storyline to Delivery Man, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if Delivery Man's like a pre or a post thing, because Delivery Man's almost like...
The after effect.
Yeah, but he didn't really know. It almost seems like he wasn't sure that
we'll
he
have
did
to
that.
See, yeah, we'll have to see when the movie comes out. But the reason I bring both films up is because usually it works the other way around, where you see a film in Hollywood and inspires a similar storyline in Bollywood.
And
this time it's gone the other way around.
That's true. It's a first timer.
At least first time what we know about. I mean,
Right.
we're not saying Hollywood's never copied because, I mean, for example, Hunger Games, which comes out tomorrow.
Tomorrow
right?
too.
That's a copy of Battle Royale.
Yep.
Right?
But I mean, if we get into copying, we could talk about TV shows too. Like half of
Yeah.
our shows are taken from the English market.
Yeah, exactly.
From
So-
London, right? Or reality shows.
As one of my former colleagues used to say, it's all about Hollywood is not immune to lying, cheating, stealing, and all that other crap. We do
Everything
it too.
goes.
Everything goes. Just make your content.
Do whatever you want to do.
Exactly. So I guess it's the same in Bollywood now. So let's talk about Bollywood.
Bollywood.
What's
well,
going on that
okay,
side of the
well,
world?
there's some interesting things happening in Bollywood. The two mega stars, husband and wife team, Abhishek and Aishwarya Bachchan, and we have a lovely picture of them along with Sharon Stone, with Hilary Swank, and with Keisha, I believe, right?
Or K $, ha.
Kid.
I can never say Keisha. She's got the $sign as an S.
K $, ha.
Yeah,
That's
K
a great
$sign, ha.
person.
That's what she is.
But the Bachchans were actually putting together an AIDS awareness fundraiser,
yes,
correct?
and they actually had Sharon Stone and K $, ha, and Hilary Swank show up
To support the
to support the
cause.
campaign. And this actually made news worldwide. This was not just a Bollywood thing. This actually made news worldwide.
Did it? Do we have a picture we can put up of them? I think we've got a picture with the 4 of them in a shot.
And so, what is the significance of having this AIDS fundraiser in India? Do you know the answer to that?
Well, obviously the country's had a lot of problems with HIV/AIDS.
Specifically, 2.1 million people in the country are living with the disease or with the impairment. It's
And India manufactures most of the drugs that are used to cure HIV around the world. That's an interesting point.
right.
'Cause
And
I bet a lot of people didn't know that. I didn't know that.
And you know what's interesting is what day did this happen on? Was this November 7th? If it happened November 7th, which I think it did, it's a very interesting note because that day has a very weighted significance in the AIDS world, in the HIV world. Because November 7th, 1991, is the day that Magic Johnson announced his retirement because of HIV virus.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of interesting
Very
that this happened on
significantly
that day. It's literally 22 years to the day after that Magic Johnson made his announcement that this was also held, this gala was held in India. I'm not sure if that was by design.
Right.
But
But
even if it's coincidence, it's still symbolic, and it's kind of cool that that I think in those 22 years, and what I hope this gala is all about, is that it's not only just bringing awareness, but it's also showed how far I've come along with it in treating the disease.
Well, I think what's interesting too, as I mentioned, I think India is a crucial place to bring this awareness because obviously it's a country that still. It's a taboo to discuss sex openly.
Right.
And so I think it's so important for them to have.
And I also think on top of that,
conversation.
I think facilitate the fact that you have a Sharon Stone who has sexual symbolism in the United States because of her role in Basic Instincts. To have someone like her helping facilitate that discussion, I think, only adds more weight to the issue.
Right.
It's not just like, oh, here's some little Bollywood actors talking about some, it's we have a.
What'd you do the accent for? What'd that have to do with it?
I did the whole this, bale,
Okay.
No, but I'm just saying. I think it's significant. You had major stars from this side of the country, from this side of the world.
Oh, I think it's great. I think it's great. And they teamed up with the A-listers, the Bachchans over there. Yeah. So, and it's nice to see the Bachchans involved in something like that because, we really don't see a lot of Bollywood stars involved in giving back.
Yep. No, especially not on this level.
No, not on this level at all.
By the way, did you know? I'm trying to remember now. I can't. K $. Ha. So I'm never gonna call her Kesha. She's very educated. I think she went to Harvard.
Did she?
Yeah. Well, she's significantly. She's got genius. Literally, she's got genius of
That's why that money sign is so prominent in her name. Huh?
Yep. She's actually tested as genius. She's got a genius IQ. She's pretty smart. She is. I'd love to have her on our show one day.
That'd be
Love to talk to her.
That'd be great.
Speaking of money, since you brought up the $sign.
Cha-ching!
I've only mentioned this for maybe 10 seconds last week. But, I talked about the Eros IPO.
Yes. And Eros, for people who don't know, is the largest distributor of Bollywood films.
And what's ironic about what you just said was the shares went public and they went flat.
Really?
It went nowhere. So they actually had hoped to. So Eros is based here in New Jersey.
Right.
So it's a U.S. firm, or they are based in the United States. They plan to raise.
They have over 2,000 films in their library, by the way.
So they had planned. This was their plan: raise $200 million by offering 12.5 million shares at $50 to $70 a share.
Well, you're gonna have to finish more of this up after we come back.
Yes, I'll have
from
to
this
finish
break.
This.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
ProTech Carpet Tile and Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs.
ProTech technicians are professionally trained and certified cleaning and restoration experts.
We specialize in restoring damage caused by heavy soil and odor.
We can remove challenging spots such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, and many more.
We have saved our customers thousands of dollars on new flooring and furniture expenses with our advanced cleaning processes.
Call for a free estimate at 562-447-4300 and visit us on our website, www.myprotectsite.com.
Hey, this is Joe Perez, owner at Protect. Just reminding you that Protect Carpet and Tile Care is your professional choice.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what will make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we can call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
The Share Foundation is the health division of the Coy Chiropractic Institute, a 501c3 509A2 public nonprofit organization dedicated to the growth and development of the natural health care services, in particular through the chiropractic profession, offering health services at the Share clinics in the greater Los Angeles area. Your donations can help in expanding these facilities across the nation, research programs, and public education, thus offering a solution to the many of the health challenges we face. Your donations are tax-deductible and can be sent through our website at www.sharefoundation.com. That's www.cherfoundation.com by clicking on the donation button. Thank you.
Hey everyone, welcome to TinselTown Talkies on Rant Radio Network. I'm Rasha.
Emo.
All right, we were talking about Eros and IPO, I think, before we left, right?
Yes, we did. Before we talk about that, I want to take a 30-second break from that. We have a big guest coming in.
We do. We are going to be talking to Bollywood superstar Vivek Oberoi later today. And you'll recognize him. He played the villain in the latest release, Krish 3.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing, amazing person. So we still have a little bit of time before we talk to him. So if you have any questions that you're dying to ask him, please go on to our TinselTown Talkies Facebook page and put your name down there and let us know what your question is, and we'll be happy to mention that.
And then when we run the show, you'll find out if your question was asked.
Yep, and and if it is, we will mention your name too.
Exactly. So it'll be on air. So like Rasha said, it's on the TinselTown Facebook page. So be sure to find TinselTown Talkies on Facebook. Like us, post your question on the wall, and we'll do what we can to ask it. You can also find us on Twitter. We're at our handle is TinselTown Talk. So be sure to find us on Twitter, and you can follow us in all the news we share. Also find out about our shows and guests and the whole nine. So those are two places you can find us. You can also, of course, find us on the Rant Radio Network. So I just want to finish about this Eros IPO. Like I said, they had planned to go out with a $200 million $200 million offering. They ended up only selling 5 million shares instead of their 12.5 million shares.
You know, that's kind of sad considering how big they are. But then that raises the question too of how known are they out there in the market.
And I think that may be a big factor. I mean, when you're selling at $4 below what you wanted to sell it at, and you're selling 40% of the shares you wanted to introduce at, that's clearly a sign of lack of awareness. Right. And so, I mean, I know Eros only because I follow Bollywood.
Right. But I don't know if people who don't follow Bollywood would necessarily know that name.
If I were to walk up to any man on the street or woman on the street who had no idea what Bollywood or Indian cinema was at all, and I said, "What's Eros?" He'd be like, "Huh? Like
Aero what?
Yeah, you know.
Aeroplane?
yeah. They would have no idea what I'm talking about. So, yeah. So,
I guess they're big in Bollywood.
Yeah, but you know, it's funny how that's an Indian company trying to come to the United States to make, their base. There is now a British company that has an American
presence.
American presence that's going to India. That's Virgin and Richard Branson. He has this thing called Virgin Produced. And early this week, it's a collaboration between Virgin Mobile and Virgin Atlantic, where it's basically a production distribution company, and they are heading to India, and they're now calling it Virgin Produced India.
And what do they want to do
And it's a creative content company that caters to youthful and Hindi-speaking population. I guess they're basically making making video content that will be distributed through their brand.
Wow.
Yeah. And for example,
they should put our show up on Virgin.
we should talk to Mr. Branson.
Yes.
And it's a great thing. One thing, for example, they do, and I don't know if you've ever flown any of the Virgin products.
I have.
Now, when you fly Virgin America,
Feels
for
like
example,
you're in a club.
Exactly, right? But if you scroll through their TV, on the back end of their TV offerings are a series of short films that are produced specifically for Virgin. There is a film festival that if you win at this festival, you exclusively get to have your film featured on a Virgin flight.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know about that.
It's a 5-minute film. So this is a similar concept that basically you make a film that's worthy, and now that I guess you're trying to make films that cater towards, like they said, the Hindi-speaking audience. So yeah, this is something that we'll see more. Virgin will bring the cool factor. And it's interesting because I don't know if you know this, but there's actually a Virgin equivalent in India. It's not owned by Virgin, but there's another brand in India which kind
What
of
is it?
It's that one. It's the beer.
Kingfisher.
Yes.
Yeah. But their airplanes aren't as cool as Virgin.
No, they're not.
With the dim lighting
No,
and the cool
no. So
ambiance.
hey, maybe we got to get Mr. Branson to fly us out to India on Virgin, and we could actually maybe sell our show over there, huh?
So true. Well, let's talk about people in Bollywood.
Actually, people in Bollywood who are in Hollywood.
What do you mean?
Well, let's talk about people. You tell me.
Well, Sherilyn Chopra.
Yes, that's what I was talking about.
Priyanka Chopra's sister.
Yes.
Okay, so she definitely has digressed into a whole different.
Well,
ballgame,
what's her claim to fame?
Isn't she like one of the first Indian porn stars?
Well, no. First ever Playboy cover girl.
Playboy cover girl.
Yes.
That's right.
The first ever Playboy cover girl from India.
That's pretty huge.
Yeah. So the reason I said Hollywood
But
and
there
Bollywood.
was that other girl too.
Speaking of Sunny Leone.
Yes.
She's a porn star.
She's okay.
Yes. She's porn star. This is
Gotta
Playboy.
get those right. Playboy and porn.
Guys know the difference. Come on. Right?
Sorry, I didn't follow up on that.
So apparently, and this is actually, it's very interesting you bring up Playboy and porn because the film she's promoting is Kama Sutra. And it's called Kama Sutra 3D.
Well.
And it's in 3D.
Kama Sutra in 3D.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you gotta love this.
Yeah.
So wait, is this playing in India
No,
or
no,
outside
no.
of India?
No, she brought it to Cannes. And
Okay.
apparently it created a record pre-sale.
Con or AFM?
Cannes. No, she was at first at Cannes.
Really?
And it went through a record pre-sale there. And then she brings the film to the American film market here in LA. And apparently so it's screened here in Los Angeles last week at the American film market. It's being widely considered. I'm going to read here. It says it's widely considered to be the standard work of human sexual behavior. That's the actual Kama Sutra. This film is like I said, it's in 3D and it's set to. It's got all this great technology behind it, and it's an epic film.
It's an epic erotica.
Epic erotica film, yeah. And like I said, it did really well at Cannes, and she was apparently it's filmed last week at the American film market, and the American film market ain't no joke. I mean, if you're filming there, so she's getting, Kama Sutra 3D is getting a lot of love.
Ah.
Figuratively and literally.
Interesting. I want to see this. I'd be interested in seeing the 3D.
Make sure your 3D glasses are clean. That's all I got to say with
Stay
that.
clean.
Yeah, make sure they're clean.
You're horrible.
Oh, I don't know.
Speaking of other releases, Ram Leela hit the theaters last week.
You saw the film, didn't you?
I did see the film. And I'm
And
going
what
to
are
share
your
my
thoughts?
2 cents. I went with some fun friends. I got to give a shout out to my girl, Neetu Gupta.
I need to.
Hi,
I know her
Neetu.
too.
I hope you're listening today.
What if she's not?
If she's not, well, then she's.
You
I'm
have to
sure she
no,
is.
we'll have to regulate if she's not.
That's right. We're going to have to do that.
And I hope she's listening to hear us that we're saying this.
Yeah, seriously.
That way she'll always be tuning. Neetu, you better stay on board,
So Neetu and I are watching this movie, and it's great because we're giving a little side commentary as we're watching it. So Ram Leela is a Sanjay Leela Bhansali film. He's a big director in Bollywood and known for very picturesque movies, amazing cinematography.
Right.
This movie released Oh my gosh, with a huge bang. I mean, Amitabh Bachchan, the biggest superstar in India, is like tweeting about how he watched it 3 times, which I don't understand because I barely got through it the first time. I mean,
Right.
I almost at intermission was like, should I really stay for the rest of this? But I paid for it. I was like, might as well see what happens at the
Do
end.
you want to give our non-Bollywood fans perspective of what Ram Leela is? The concept of Ram
Well,
Leela?
Ram Leela, in the mythological
Mhm.
sense, is really about an Indian god
Right.
and his journey. And when he gets sent over, well, actually, I think it's the celebration of after he's sent to the forest and he
comes back, right?
He comes back in the celebration of that. But this film in no way portrays Ram Leela. It's not connected at all to the religious figure. And this film is about, it's funny, it's kind of on the erotica side, kind of, but it's
So
about
he's,
these.
he's an erotic god.
No. We're not relating this to Ram at all. This is about this guy. It was supposed to be a love story based on Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
But basically it's not. It's about these, they're in a small town, small village, rural area, and you've got these 2 groups of villagers that don't like each other. And of course, it's like the Capulet and the Montague side. Like you've got the boy and the girl who are from 2 different sides, they fall in love. And that's what it's about. Beautiful songs, beautiful pictures, but the movie just, I don't know. Deepika and Ranveer did a good job. I thought Ranveer played a great character. He kept taking his shirt off though, or I don't know, his shirt was all open all the time to show the 6-pack.
I know a lot of lady friends of mine who wanted to watch the film just because of that.
Because I don't know, it didn't do anything for me. But his acting was great. Deepika was good. Story just, I don't know. They had too much going on.
Okay.
Wasn't a fun story. I was kind of disappointed.
Where is it on the thumb meter? Tell me what
My thumb meter. Sorry.
Oh, it's all the way down. Not even a half. It's all the way down.
No, yeah.
Wowza. Okay, I guess I'm not going to watch it.
But apparently I don't agree with some of the Bollywood critics because there were a lot of people who were just ranting about the
So
film.
let me ask you then, what do you think is the state of Bollywood now in terms of the audience? Are they, and especially in light of this film, is it, let's just go out there and be hip and cool or
I think it's purely to be entertained. They don't care about the story.
Is that also what's going on here in Hollywood?
I think we have mixed audiences. I think we have people who want to go for pure entertainment, but I think the films in Hollywood are very different than Bollywood.
Yeah.
I mean, also you're looking at, if you look at the audience, the mass audience in India, you have a sector of the community that barely has money to even survive. Okay, and you've got like these are the rickshaw drivers, and and these people completely go to the films just for pure entertainment and to live in a fantasy world that they'll never have.
Right.
So I think looking at those audiences, they want to come to a fantasy world. But I think the audiences in Bollywood are changing a little bit too, because you've got a certain sector that does want to be engaged and that do want to have more meaningful stories. So I think it's growing, but I think majority is just like, stop analyzing, just go and have fun and watch it.
Yeah, which is fair.
Right?
Very fair. I think we're almost running out of time today for the show today, but
oh my gosh, went by fast.
Let's we want to plug in what's coming after us today. Who's on after us? Culinary Trends.
Culinary Trends is on after us.
One day.
I'm so hungry that I blanked out for a second.
And ironic, it's actually a food show that you blanked out on.
You have to, and these guys are great. I mean, they have some great
So
things to
one
talk
of these
about, recipes to share.
days, and we've talked about this already, that we're gonna do a joint show.
Yeah, we'll do some
And
fusion.
we'll do some sort of fusion, Hollywood, Bollywood, food, whatever.
So make sure you check out Culinary Trends after us. And also remember, we want to hear from you. So note down our number, 855-969-7268. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear what you have to say. You might have something different or an opinion to share with us, and we want to hear it.
And if you miss us in the hour we're here, by all means, find us, like I said, find us on our Twitter page at TinselTown Talk. Find us on Facebook. You can always leave your thoughts on there. We'll have our shows re-air on Facebook and on Twitter. So you'll be
Rant Radio Network.
Yes, so you'll be able to find us plenty, and we're around. So we want your input. Don't think that this is Rasha and Pimo preaching to you, because
Thank you for tuning in to TinselTown Talkies. Have a great weekend, and the AMAs are this weekend.
So we should watch it. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.